The following Let's Play has been rated for mature audiences only. Any attempts to break the game are for entertainment value only. However, if any typos happen to be found... What the... A military station? Yes! I'm getting out of here now. I don't care if they book me. I can deal with it after all of this. I'll take a cell. Oh god! No! Stay back! Somebody? Anybody? Ah! Ah! Help! Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. When we last left off, we went through your traditional RPG dungeon. The problem is, we're not playing a traditional RPG, we're playing a survival horror RPG. So, I wound up using up a whole bunch of my items. In fact, I think I started off close to 30 common herbs, so that dungeon kind of drained my resources. Admittedly, though, in this game's defense, I am playing on the harder difficulty level, so maybe it's not so bad on the easier difficulty, because you do find more items in the easier difficulty level. And I think also your character stats are a little bit higher on the easy difficulty. Oh, I need to restore my bullets. Or do I? What's up here? I say a cutscene. What happened to the lights? We are the Sisters of the Circle of Despair. Would the circle be that ring of capsules, the empty capsules in the evil corporation's laboratory? But do not take us wrongly, we are only helpful Marians, or fish people. We happen to have our hand in the ancient magics. We just wanted to welcome you. To death! Well, who turns all the lights off just to say hi? Please talk to us. The 6 of us are along the walls of this area resting on the treatment vats. We can help you get out of this city. Well, it won't hurt to talk to you then. Can I trust them? Well, for one thing, it brightened up a little. For another thing, the music just went a little bit faster. So, these things, or oh, those things. Which ones should I talk to first? I'll just talk to them in order. Yesterday is a memory. Tomorrow is a fantasy. Today is the reality, and we die for despair. Despair was one of the capsule monsters. Just saying. No, so much for being friendly. So, would they have both said the same thing? Marion. That's a new monster. I don't know what to expect from these guys. Hopefully they're not as strong as the other merfolk in this dungeon, because that would be slightly unfortunate. They probably are, though. As soon as I kill this first one, I'm going to use a bullet on the other one. Might as well, it's only one bullet. Will that extra bullet, or will the extra 3 damage help? I don't know. I didn't really keep track of how many hits this thing took. It seemed like it maybe went faster. We die for despair. It would be nice if this water healed me. So how many of these things am I going to have to deal with? Well, there's some empty portals, whirlpools around here. So what's up with those? Let's see, there's 2 there. 2 there, none in this direction. That's it. There are only 2 more sets. So, kind of wondering what the point is. How much ammo do I have here? I have 6 more clips. That's not too bad. I can afford to do that. Use another common herb. Please talk to our sisters. We're doing this in a certain order, huh? Well, alright. Yesterday is a memory, tomorrow's a fantasy, etc. What is the point? Will that help? Did the extra 2 bullets help me? I'm sure they did, but what I'm wondering specifically is, for 1 bullet each, I could have made them go down in 1 less hit. This time, in this case, I used 3 bullets. So what? I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Actually, it seems like it made them even easier to take out, so I guess it was worth using the shotgun. Die for despair. Yeah. Are there going to be more of these things appearing out of curiosity? Now that you have certainly dispatched our sisters, we will tell you how to get out town. Think. By death! Yesterday, I knew it. I even called it. I like, what is the word I wanted to use? They said the word and I added to it by saying by death, and now they added by death, etc., etc. Die for despair. Yeah, you're gonna die, alright. This was worth it the first time, so I'm using it again. Alright, I don't know if we're going to be pitted into a boss fight right after this, so just in case, I'm using that item now. That way I don't have to spend a turn doing that on the boss fight. We die for despair. Phew! They were almost too much. And what the hell were they all chanting anyway? A lot of magic stuff. Time to blow this part of the sewer now. Okay. So nothing's else going on here? Is there a reason there's still random whirlpools all over? Something's going to happen while we cross this, isn't it? Oh, that doesn't sound too good. Why would you say that? Oh no, not another 3? I thought you'd be happy to see the ones you have released. Release you? How did I do that? By killing the Sisters of the Circle of Despair. We die for despair. Ah, and now I'm alone in the sewer with something that probably wants to eat me. Eat you? Mistress would never... Silence! He is a rare specimen of the Earth race. I think I want him as my personal back scratcher. No, that doesn't sound too bad. What? You'll make me your sex slave? That is correct. Being that I am a Marian leader, I don't usually get the attention I deserve. So is this an actual race that actually generally exists in this world? Or are we still dealing with monsters caused by the outbreak? Well, get some other dick for this, cause I don't have time for those ugly mental pictures. Varlet! No one denies me! Varlet? My master will hear of this when I finish with you. Bring it on, fish stick! That will be your final insult. Oh, we're not fighting mermaids. We're fighting something... No, wait, that was despair. When did you become despair? Which one of you is despair? Mermaid, despair, despairine. Okay. That almost makes me wonder about the real gender of despair, but, whatever. I kinda want more bullets now. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, I just realized you're using this song with this. What did I just use? A rare herb? I was going for the clips. This looks like a job for the reset button. Alright, just finished off the last of those mermaids. Apparently it isn't necessarily worth using any ammo on those guys, cause sometimes it doesn't quite cause enough damage to make them go down in one less hit. On the plus side, to make up for the fact that I used up a rare herb accidentally, one of them gave me a rare herb. Nice. By the way, it has occurred to me that technically speaking, we weren't really done with this dungeon yet, and yet the last episode didn't really end in like a cliffhanger or anything. Normally it would be a cliffhanger, but I got kinda tired of that, because it's like, I wanna have real cliffhangers again, not just cliffhangers for the sake of, oh my goodness, we're halfway through the dungeon, to be continued. Alright, let me look through this again, because it's like really confusing. Which one of you is the spare? The one in the middle, right? Alright, so by killing the mermaids, I release these three. Yeah. Incidentally, what would have happened had I simply, ignored them and just went through that gate down there? Might have to experiment with that. Well, so far, none of them have identified themselves as despair. Your master will hear this, and all of a sudden, one of them identifies themselves as despair. So that's why I was confused. And rightfully so. All of a sudden, somebody named Despair was talking, and I thought, oh, this must be their master. But no, it turns out the mermaid in the middle is Despair. Alright, time to do the thing that I wanted to do in the first place. Assault Rifle. So these guys have status boosters. And healing spells. That's no good. Well, time to take care of the one that has more, that heals first. Think it's worth the extra bullet. It is definitely worth the extra bullet. Question is, for how long? Yeah, that's gonna get annoying. Is that your the attack you're gonna use every time? You know what? I'm using a clip this time, right? Yeah, go ahead and increase your speed. It's not like you're already faster than me and thus wasting your spells. Do this again. Normally I wouldn't use up so many bullets, but having to deal with healers is kind of a bad thing. Alright, we're in a good position now. We're still in a good position. Oh yeah, the reason why I'm not a fan of this song for the boss theme is because now that the song has looped, and so that one note is stuck. It's going. You can see why I'm annoyed by it. Which is why I would never use this song unless it's like for a short cutscene or something, but never for a boss fight. It sounds good for a boss fight, Up until it gets to this part. Thankfully, it doesn't do that the entire loop. Just there, it stopped. Wonder how much HP we're dealing with here. You guys already know because I put up their HP amounts at the start of the fight. I've got 5 extra bullets. I could just use them and make this fight go a little bit faster, but you know, I already used up enough bullets to take care of the other 2. No, here's that annoying note again. Hopefully she'll be dead in a moment, and then we won't have to hear it anymore. There we go. Common herb, life water, uncommon herb. Sure. Sounds good to me. I like that. Yesterday is a memory. Tomorrow is a fantasy. Today is the reality. And we die for our master. And... well, first off, laughing birds. And there's birds flying inside for some reason. That was a 3-to-1 play right there. I'm just glad I didn't have to do that any more than I had to. Haha, they're dead as a doornail. Why is that funny? Now is finally the right time to get out of here. So, as I was saying, who's their master? Suddenly bridge. This is the entrance to the dungeon. When did this bridge get here? I'm definitely gonna make an alternate save file after I do a regular save. Oh, we got more monsters. Buzzers. Are these the original buzzers, or are these new enemies? If I had to guess, these are just the original buzzers. So back to their whole master deal. Now, first off, that was the 3rd of the capsule monsters. There are 8 capsule monsters that were released. You can kind of use that information to figure out how far along we are through this game. You guys are going to have to, like, step out of my way. Is this the right way, or is this... where are we going? Oh, lovely. Well, I'm at full health and full... oh, right! We get full of bullets, so I could have just spammed the rest of my bullets on the... yeah. You know, back in the... with the empty capsules, in the middle of all those capsules there was this strange fetus-looking thing. Is that the master? Alright, so what's down this way? More monsters! Definitely wish that I had remembered that my bullets were going to be restored after the end of that boss fight. Could have I could have used the extra herbs that I wouldn't have used. Found a magnum. That's a gun there. Guns. Magnum. Uses 10 bullets for 60 damage. Alright, well, we're back to targeting a single enemy. So, does this cause 10 times more damage than the 9mm pistol, since it costs 10 times more damage? No, it causes only 5 times more damage. Granted, you're doing 5 times more damage in a single shot, but I'm not really sure if that's really worth it to me. Maybe, but I might just go ahead and use the regular pistol during a boss fight. I mean, in 5 turns, I'm going to be causing that much damage as the same amount of damage as the Magnum, and odds are the boss fight's going to last more than 5 turns anyway, even if I did use the Magnum. The battle might last 10 turns, in which case I could cause as much damage with those 10 bullets as 2 Magnums. In any case, my point is, the payoff's not really worth it to me. I was really hoping that we were done with this dungeon. No, seriously, I know that I said that I wouldn't grind for herbs again, but considering how many I've used up in this dungeon, if there's not like a treasure chest with 20 herbs at the end of this, I'm definitely thinking about grinding more herbs. Alright, are we done with the solo zombies? No? You're just gonna pit me against a whole bunch of these on my way out, aren't you? And I can't go back and leave and restore my health or anything like that, cause these guys would respawn. Alright, left or right? I'm going right. Okay, I peeked to the right. Now I'm going left. Is it the same either way? Can I just flee? I'm afraid to flee. What? It's worth it. Especially because it killed 2 of them in 1 hit. That's awesome. Glad the enemies are giving me plenty of rest cards, not that that's going to be doing me a whole lot of good here. Ladder! That is a ladder. If I step on the ladder, I leave the room, and all of a sudden we got more the zombies that I just killed return. I don't really want that. Alright, down to only 4... Oh, this is a dead end. To be finished July 23rd. Well, I wish I had continued going this way, instead of turning that way, only to turn back this way. I wasn't paying attention. Did that sign give a year? Where the hell did I end up at? Sniff, sniff. No way! Tell me I just didn't come out of a mother toilet. So, what is this place anyway? Let's back up a bit. Are toilets just these man-sized holes in this world that you can just, you know, come out of because they're man-sized? I got control. Please wash your hands. Okay. Let me go down here first. I can't go down here first. Can I backtrack through here if I wanted to? Yeah. And I was right, those guys respawn, so it's definitely not worth backtracking. So would this hole over here have led to the part where the sign was that I was questioning if it said a year? The reason I'm questioning the year is I'm curious about the timing of this. Oh, there's a piano key. Like, how far along are we that, well, how do I want to put this? In relation to 2015, the year we're in, when does this take place? Shortcut acquired! That means there's going to be a reason that I'd want to come back here again. What the? A military station? Yes! I'm getting out of here now. I don't care if they book me. I can deal with it after all of this. I'll take a cell. Oh god! No! Stay back! Somebody? Anybody? Ah! 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 Help! Dang, they're here too? What should I do? I'm kinda wishing that I had saved after that boss fight now. Well, considering my lack of resources, there's no way I'm not choosing this one. Heh, I still got it. I guess the dummy is okay. Okay, how convenient, the zombie's up and disappeared. Hey, are you a new party member? You okay? Yeah, thanks. So who are you anyway? Colonel Tony Peterson, Air Force Division. You can call me Amp instead. I wasn't paying attention. How does this name turn into Amp? And you? Trasfelding. Okay, Amp. If you're Air Force, why didn't you have something to protect yourself with? I never saw combat, and I was recently relieved. A pencil pusher? Then I panicked and ran around like a fool. A few hours ago, I finally calmed down enough to think. I decided to get a weapon from the ammo cache right below us, but needed an E-key to get in. How convenient, we needed an E-key to get into that laboratory behind the wild animals. So I tried to go to HQ, but I got caught by them and you know the rest. I see. Wait a minute, what did you say about a weapon cache? Yeah, it's in the building below us, but of course we need a key. How can we get it? We have to get the initial key out of the HQ building. Only I know the combination on the computer where it's held. Let's go to HQ and see what's up. Heh, no problem with that. One step closer to getting out of this hole. Amp accompanies Traz. We got a new part! He just disappeared. Oh. He's not an actual party member. Alright, is there a save point? I wouldn't mind if this was a rest station. We'll end this episode when I find a rest station. Committee room. Incidentally, by now we're probably getting a little over 20 minutes, but that's okay, cause there's old men we're fighting. Sick scientist. I really don't need this right now. I kinda wanna be able to, you know, save. Okay, you can go ahead and run. I will not at all complain. Oh, they know how to maul too. I'm using a non-common herb. Not dealing with this. Anyway, we're probably getting over 20 minutes. I definitely still want to try to get episodes under 20 minutes, but in this case it doesn't matter as much because it's Friday. I really have no intention on uploading during the weekend because I want to give people a chance to catch up. Also, is it safe to assume that this isn't a safe house if we got these guys on here? I'll take a look anyway. Oh, this is important. Here it is, Mr. Felding. This may take a while, so you may want to sit down. Can I, like, regain HP while I'm here? Ah, waiting. Finished! I have the key! Here, you hold it. Traz received E-key. That means our buddy here is gonna die. To the weapons cache! Amp accompanies Traz. I wish you'd re-accompany me in battle. But then again, I guess you're not doing that because... Can I just run? Of course I can't. Okay, so somewhere around here, there's gotta be a place where I can, like, rest and stuff. Oh, I would walk right into him. You know, that new guy said that the place we're looking for is quote-unquote below us. By below us, do you mean south? As in this building right here? Maybe. Oh, is there nothing up in that direction? Hope there's no random encounters here. There's random encounters. Hey look, it's a little girl. It's just a sick woman though. Unrelated to the little girl zombie who is probably going to be a main villain at some point in this. Good thing she goes down in only a couple hits. Alright, well apparently there's only one way we can actually go, and that would be this way. You know, had I known ahead of time that we weren't going to have a save point available to us in a decent future, I probably would have just headed back to, back up to our usual safe house. This might be bad. It is bad. So, we're back at the start of this episode, pretty much. Doesn't that totally figure? This time it wasn't my fault. I didn't think we would have a no save point available to us. Well, as long as I'm here, I get to do an experiment. Can I just walk through here now? It won't open. Of course it won't. Alright, I have made it back to this safe house. Not only did I get a common herb on my way back here, but I actually got even more rare herbs from the mermaids this time, so how awesome is that? Anyway, I said that I would be ending this episode as soon as I could save, and I am now saving, so I am ending this episode. If you enjoyed this video, by all means, like, comment, or subscribe. A little friendly attention can help bring me even more. And for even more, let's... So I just used up a bookmark to choose to save, but then I was curious about something, so I decided to get out of the save menu, and that still counted the bookmark.